Another miracle Jesus performed was his first sign, changing water into wine here at Cana, now a suburb of Nazareth. This visible miracle at the wedding feast suggested the invisible change from the old covenant to the new, prophesied by Jeremiah. It also indicated that Jesus was the prophet whom Moses had prophesied would be like him, Deuteronomy 18. For Moses began his mission by a similar sign of turning water into blood. Both of these, in turn, prefigured the greater miracle of the Eucharist. Because this first sign took place at a wedding party where Jesus and his mother were present, married couples from all over the world come here to renew their marriage vows and seek God's blessing. In the city of Nablus, there is no doubt about the authenticity of this well dug by Jacob nearly 4,000 years ago. Here Jesus met the Samaritan woman and spoke to her about the living water as a symbol of the gift of the Holy Spirit he was offering as the sign of a new age when neither on this mountain nor in Jerusalem would true worshippers worship the Father in spirit and truth. John 4. A tiny community of Samaritans with their own synagogue has survived in Nablus until today. At the foot of Mount Hermon is Banyas in Arabic, or Panias in Greek. It dates back to Hellenistic times when the cave here was dedicated to Pan, the Greek god of music. In front of this site, Herod the Great built a temple in honor of Augustus, as he had at Caesarea Maritima. His son Philip Herod beautified the place before renaming it after himself, Caesarea Philippi. It was at this site that Jesus' ministry reached a turning point. Here both the cult of a deified Roman emperor and the cult of a Greek god came together. And here Jesus asked his disciples the question, "Who do people say the Son of Man is?" Peter's answer shows he was the first to really grasp Jesus' identity. "You are the Christ, the Son of the living God." Perhaps Jesus chose this particular place because of the huge rock face which once held the statues of the gods with a deep black cave in the middle. "So I now say to you, you are Peter, and on this rock I will build my church, and the gates of the underworld can never overpower it." Jesus expected his disciples to understand the difference between the rock which housed the shrine of Pan and the rock on which he would build his church. And in the same statement, he promises to Peter that the underworld of pagan religion and mythology, symbolized by the cave, would not be able to overcome the church. And what better symbol for this than Pan, the god who was thought to be god of all in Greek philosophy. Mount Carmel was the scene of many confrontations between the kingdoms of the north and south at the Megiddo Pass. According to the last book of the Bible, Megiddo, or Armageddon, symbolizes the forces of evil gathered together in battle at the end of the world. On the other side of the Jezreel Valley rises Mount Tabor, where Christian tradition places the Transfiguration when Jesus revealed his divine glory to Peter, James, and John in order to strengthen them before the test of the Passion. In their presence he was transfigured. His face shone like the sun, and his clothes became as dazzling as light. Moses and Elijah appeared as a sign that the law and the prophets had announced the Messiah's sufferings. A cloud covered him, and a voice from heaven said, "This is my beloved Son. Listen to him." The Transfiguration gives us a foretaste of Jesus' glorious coming, when he will transfigure our lowly body to be like his glorious body. Philippians 3:21.